A huge week for Heart of Midlothian Football Club. On Wednesday night, a 2-0 victory over Rangers. The next day, head coach Robbie Neilson had left for MK Dons. Up-and-coming coach Ian Castro, the man tipped to replace him, but not in time for the trip to face Ross County in Dingwall. Commentary comes from Paul Mitchell.
Jim McIntyre felt last week's performance was the strongest at home this season, but they only secured a point against Hamilton Accies. One change today, Tony Dingwall makes his first start of the season. Ryan Dow drops onto the bench. For Hearts, John Daly and Andy Kirk take temporary charge today as life after Robbie Neilson begins. The first selection is a simple one. Same again, Hearts unchanged for the third consecutive game. Hearts the opportunity through Don Cowie, former player of Ross County, came through the youth system. Flips it in deep. Callum Patterson is up, it's off the line. Jim will try and go in. Jim just knocked away by Dingwall. And then Ray Haas. The ball has left the building. In fact, it nearly broke a window in the house behind the ground. Callum Patterson is the man who came close. Hearts' top goal scorer. Gets up really well. Just sends it deep, looking for Davis. Header came in. It came from Boyce. Shout for handball. It's just the tip. James McEverly scores. Well, Andrew Davis spoke to Ruchis about the free kick, delivered where he wanted it, and it broke down and turned in by James McEverly. Boyce was initially shouting for a potential handball coming off Rossi. That's a really good finish. Try and play it forward. Looking for Craig Curran. Rossi with the header away. Breaks for Liam Boyce. Boyce slipped as he got the shot away, but it might break to the back post. Gardyne. Good save from Hamilton. And again from Gardyne. That's a fine double stop from Jack Hamilton. Well, Michael Gardyne was the man who got on the end of this. It broke off Suter. Got the first one away. It's a really good stop. And up so quickly. Top class goalkeeping for Jack Hamilton. Muirhead into the middle. Patterson tried to go up. Davis knocked it away and it's in! It's gone in and Hearts have got the equaliser. Floated into the middle, broke down, and Jonsson took a deflection and Jim managed to get a little touch on. Jonsson coming forward. Perry Kitchen. It's a good stretch by Patterson. On to June. Patterson's made the run, swiped over it. Konosama went down, but the ball is poked in and Hearts have scored. Callum Patterson, the goal scorer. And Hearts have turned it around inside 3 minutes. Kitchen drove through. Important little flick by Patterson to start that. Jim into the middle. Salmon went down, but Patterson got there ahead of Scott Fox. Gardyne. Van der Veeg on the overlap if he needs some. Gardyne continues to go. Great little ball in for Boyce! Great save from Jack Hamilton. Wonderful delivery in. Boyce did all he could, and Jack Hamilton with a one-handed stop. McEverly, the Ross County goal scorer. Fox has taken a chance. He's fallen down against Jonsson. Jonsson tries to recover and misses. What a chance to tie it all up for Hearts. Well, McEverly played the ball in. This had to be played away first time. Took the touch too far away. Then too clever. Jonsson tried to stay calm and could have finished the match. Ross County have never scored more than 2 goals against Hearts in the game. They'd love to get a second here. They might get the chance. Schalke taken down by Ulster. Referee not interested. In a good position to tell. Schalke tries to go in there as well. Van der Veeg. As the ball gets towered in. There's a chance. There's a shout for handball and it's a penalty. And Hearts don't even bother to complain. Well, Reyes went up, the arm was there, and the referee decides that's a penalty. Liam Boyce, 2 goals in 2 games. 3-3! And Ross County are level at home. Calmly done. Sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. Goes over the throw. Schalke. Boaben. Walker gets ahead of Rutas. Still Jamie Walker onto Connor Salmon. Back onto Jamie Walker. Walker driving in, taken down, penalty. Andrew Davis, a terrible decision to make the challenge, and he knew it immediately. Davis went in, knew it immediately, turned his back. He knew what he'd done. And the referee with the easy call to point to the spot. Jamie Walker, saved by Scott Fox! What drama in the game! Jamie Walker misses from the spot. Scott Fox the hero.
I was delighted for the players because the effort that we put in today and the quality that we showed was very pleasing, and to come away from that game with no points would have been very, very harsh on us.
I think from a neutral's point of view that was watching it, it was a really entertaining game. From our point of view, we're obviously disappointed we haven't won the game, but in saying that, Jack Hamilton's made a few good saves in the game, so you know, I think with the week that the players have had and all the speculation that's gone on, I think, you know, to come up here and get a 2-2 draw and a point away from home, I think we'd be relatively happy.
Another absolutely excellent game on Sports Scene tonight, a real one for the fans there. Shared points as well, and you know, Ross County not with the best record against Hearts over the years, Stephen, as you well know, but Callum Patterson, such an impressive performer for Hearts, and you wonder kind of how long is he going to be at the club?
Well, he might go in January. We'll need to wait and see, but there's certainly a lot of clubs watching him, and yesterday another big performance from him. We know the things he's good at. We know he's athletic and fast and quick. Some people criticise his defending at times, but he shows here that he can get back with a strong tackle. He had a good match, and the thing he gives you is a goal threat. He's on 7 goals now for the season. Look how high he's jumped there. Unbelievable. He's great athleticism. That wasn't his goal. The next one is the goal. But he brings, you know, from a full-back area to have 7 goals so far in the season, it is absolutely brilliant. Look at his run here into the box. A really bad mix-up from Ross County, but the bravery and commitment to go and get that ball and win it is fantastic. And yeah, I mean, rightly so, there are many clubs looking at him just now.
Yeah, 7 goals. He's a joint top scorer at Hearts, but I mean, so much focus, Michael, has to be on the head coach position after Wednesday's victory over Rangers. Robbie Nielsen's gone to MK Dons. I understand tonight that Hearts and Newcastle are in talks over coach Ian Cathro. It looks like Hearts want Ian Cathro to be the replacement for Robbie Nielsen. Is that the right appointment?
Well, I think the club have got to be, you know, applauded for looking outside the box and looking at everybody that's you know, available rather than just going down the easy route and picking a lazy choice. Whether Ian Cathro turns out to be the right choice, well, time will tell. You know, obviously, having spoken to people within the game that have come across him, they question whether he's got the man management skills. I think obviously the coaching side of it he's looked upon as very innovative, but you've got to get the balance between those two. It's all well and good having great ideas, but if you can't communicate it, then there could be problems. But I think Hearts have got to be applauded for, you know, looking outside the box.
How important is that, Stephen? Because he's not played at the top level in terms of football, in terms of his playing career. Chris Boyd in the papers today as well saying, I don't see a confident, charismatic, top-level coach when I look at Ian Cathro. I mean, that's pretty strong stuff.
He's getting a bit of stick, the guy. He's not even in the job yet. You know, you don't need to have played football to be a good manager. Just ask Mourinho. You know, he does have a strong reputation as an innovative coach, as Michael said. I think the key thing is his relationship with Levine. He's got a very good relationship with Craig Levine. And I think that's, you know...
I would count that, Tom. For me, of course, that's important, but it's the relationship between the head coach and the players that is the biggest thing, and that's why I'm talking about that communicative skill, that man management. You know, Robbie was obviously a bit of a strange choice that a lot of people thought at the time, but his skills of being able to relate to people is very good, and that's why, for me, he was a success. Obviously, we've got talking about Ian Cathro now, and the big thing is he going to be able to get that message across? You know, you can have the greatest ideas in the world, but as I go back to this point, if you can't communicate it across the players, then there's a disconnect.
Nobody knows whether he can or can't.
I think we'll soon find out, because I'd be astonished if he doesn't get the job.
Sure. Quick mention of Ross County. That's 4 matches unbeaten for them. Jim McIntyre, Stephen, pretty happy with that consistency.
Yeah,
after
I think
what
he was
had been
happy with the performance level was good yesterday, you have to say. But they struggle against Hearts. They've only beaten them once in 17 games. And that's their 9th game now without a clean sheet as well. So work to do at the back.
OK. Well, so